Young world, what's good? I'm Abel Green and I'm back. Guys, today on The Corner, we are here to talk about Ghost Recon, Ghost Wars, PvP. So gamers, I had some time to play and let me give you the verdict of what I think. Let me give you my opinions about the game. So right off the bat, I'm going to tell you the game needs work, but I enjoy it. Okay, I've been playing upon the PC platform. The game looks gorgeous, moving at 60 frames per second. Yes, I love 60 frames per second. Get that 30 ugly boy out my face, boy. I hate that 30. I don't do 30, but anyway, yes, 60 frames per second, and it is beautiful. The game was not easy to get into for me at first. Okay, you have the subgenre with the classes and or operators. I don't even know what you call them. They're like operators, I guess. I'm such a Rainbow Six head, but you have like these subdivisions that you have that have special perks. You have the like sniper class, you have the support class, you have the marksman class, and then you have the tank role. I'm the tank role. Now that's a tough role to play. If you play the tank, like seriously, play a tank and you kind of feel almost useless at times. Like if your team does not play coordinated, you almost feel useless at times. So try the tank class. So that's the perspective I'm talking from. Now, one of the biggest questions I always got when I was streaming the title, and yes, I was streaming the hell out of this title yesterday, was, Abel, does this play like SOCOM? No, it doesn't. And it doesn't play like any third-person shooter. No, it just doesn't. It just doesn't feel familiar to me. It feels like its own type of game. Okay, you have a floaty third-person camera. Your character moves on a dime, like moves and stops on a dime, like, you know, it just feels different. Okay, and I would say the keyboard button placements are troublesome at times when you're doing movement and different things like that. So I can't really say I could compare it to anything. Ghost Recon Ghost Wars is its own style, and that does not hinder the game from being good. Okay, not at all. So let's talk about gameplay. You have gadgets, you have everything that you could put at your arsenal for your class. Now, from the tank perspective that I was playing with, guys, I can actually aggro the enemy to me when my teammates get spotted. So say one of my teammates gets spotted, I could hit the Z key on the keyboard and actually aggro the enemies to me. So in turn, once everybody's shooting at me, this should make it easier for my teammates to pick them off. Now, this doesn't work like this in all times, trust me, I know. And side tip, shout out to my boy Pancake. He let me know, he was like, Abel, do you know if you hit that Z button, you get 5 times armor as well? I did not know that. So my tank role people, please take that tip into consideration when playing the tank role. You have a little more extra armor when you hit that aggro button. And that's all I really played as during this PvP portion of the game. And when this portion of the game fully launches, who's to say I will stick with the tank? But I will say this, I did start to get used to it, and I'm happy to say that. Now, I don't know the names of the maps or anything like that. They all seem very similar to me. It's either in a desert or jungle setting with a couple of forts in the middle, you know. Don't hold me to the names of the maps. Now, the map design to me was okay. At first when I played it, I was like, wow, this is so bland. It's like they took some assets from the game and just flipped them over into like wide open landscapes, you know? But as I kept playing, I kind of see the thought process behind the design of the maps. And now I no longer feel that way. I feel like the maps are actually pretty well designed. Now I want to talk about the objective itself in the game. It's team deathmatch, right? It's team deathmatch. Now, there is a central location in every map where you can actually go to a recon tower. Now, this recon tower enables you to get important, pertinent intel on the enemy player. Now, you would think that's a super focal point in the game, right? You would think everybody has to rush to that intel tower, right? We got to get that intel because it's important here because it would help us win this team deathmatch, right? No, that's actually the last thing people go to, which was kind of infuriating to me because it's just like, why have it there? Just take the emphasis of that tower away. Okay, you only use it really when somebody's camping. When somebody's like really hardcore camping and you got the numbers up or whatever, that tower kind of evens the field out, okay? But it just didn't feel right. That game mode to me just doesn't feel right. We need something to have the players engage. Everybody kind of sits back and it's kind of like a chess match. Now that's cool, but it's kind of like a boring play style. Now there's parts of it where it gets intense and it's like, whoa, did you see that? Or, oh man, he's coming around, I'm gonna get flanked. But that game mode just doesn't bring people to engage as much. And I don't want this to turn into a Call of Duty thing where everybody's doing all that extra stuff. No, this doesn't have to be that. But I ask for better engagement. Bring the gamers, force them to come out, adjust the times or something in the game mode itself, because right now it just feels like a big camp fest at times. Side note, this is something that I would love to see implemented in the Team Deathmatch game mode to make it more interesting. We need smoke grenades. If we had viable smoke grenades that you could throw towards the Recon tower, people would have something to worry about now. Now they have to worry about, hey, they can make a play for that tower and we'll be in trouble. Right now it's too open. The snipers could just sit in their perches, sit in their bird's nest and just grill the Recon tower. So God forbid anybody walks up and with these godforsaken animations that just have you out in the open, you can't prone and get it. You can't do none of that. You have to stand up. You got to be Mr. Scarecrow in the field. Scarecrow, I'm at the box, guys. Hey, shoot me. You have to be Scarecrow in the field and get this Recon tower. That doesn't work well, Ubisoft. That doesn't work well. That has to be adjusted so it's balanced and the other team worries about camping. That should be the punishment. That should be the punishment there, because they'll be like, yo, they could just smoke that out and then track us down. If somebody wants, they could just smoke that out every so often and get the intel. That should be the way you get people to come together and get off that camping hill. You understand? We need engagement. And again, it doesn't have to be wild engagement. We just need the players to come out and fight a little more than what they're doing now. Because right now, it just really is a camp fest. Woo, man, I tell you, I feel like I'm preaching right now. You can tell I like this game, because if I didn't have passion and I didn't do extended videos, trust me, there's next to nothing I care about. So let's go back into the game. So with all this said, and all the time that I put in with the game, everything seems to be good. Everything's not too bad. Again, I would fix some of the animations that you get locked in. I said that briefly real quick about the team deathmatch aspect with the Scarecrow when you have to go for the Recon tower. There are some cringeworthy animations that I see that kind of put you in a real vulnerable state. That has to be fixed. When you're going to heal people, you should be able to do it prone. Okay? When you go to get the Recon tower, you should be able to do it prone and crouched, whatever position you want to be in. Having you do the full man and just stand up or be super noticeable, that doesn't work in a tactical game like this. It just doesn't work. Like, you could be in forest with a ghillie suit and stuff, but then when it comes down to making a big decision on picking up your guy, you got to be seen. You got to stand tall. That doesn't make sense to me. And last but not least, now I'm gonna nail this home and then I'm just gonna wrap up. I'm gonna do my little conclusion. Okay, the game modes itself need tweaking. We are again in the menus too long and the games are too short. The games are way too short. And the timers, 8 minutes for a team deathmatch mode, in those circumstances, that is too long. That is like a week for some gamers. It's way too long, because it just turns into just a camp fest that is just so tedious on the gamer. It just like it almost makes for a boring experience at times. I'm not even gonna lie. That needs to be turned down. Give us 6 minutes on the clock. Give us best out of 11 rounds, or best out of 7 rounds, and let's go at it. Let's go at it. Like, get us out the menus, keep us in the game. In the custom matches that I played with Fry Nation, shout out to Big Fry and Fry Nation over there, shout out to Team Green, you already know what it is. We had a blast playing the custom game modes because we tailored it the way it should have been played. Like, it's cool if you have the game mode set up like that in casual, but in like a rank match or something, this has to go the distance. Also, on top of that, better game modes. Team deathmatch is cute, it's cute, but we need something to bring people together. We need a escort mode, we need a demolition mode, we need something where gamers have to engage more, because right now I just see it as a lot of people camping. That's what that seems to be the general theme of this. Now, honestly guys, that is my biggest complaint. That is the biggest complaint. Everything else is doable. It could be tweaked, it could be fixed, which is great to say. Now Ubisoft has to just come through and fix it. We're kinda at that Rainbow Six Siege stage here. You remember when Siege came out and it just had us in the menu super long, we couldn't connect to games, all the simple problematic things that were going on with the beta and everything, even into its release? That's where we're at here with Ghost War, okay? So I think they could fix this and they could give us a good experience, but again, execution is key here. They have to take it serious and they have to give us a good turnaround time so we can enjoy ourselves. So the elephant in the room is this. This game, point blank period, should have launched with this game mode in it. With this portion of multiplayer in it. The PvP portion should have been here day one, okay? Facts, we all know that. Now, where do we go from here? Gamers are now kind of worried about the price of entry now, and I don't blame them. Some people don't have the money, the $60 to lay out on the console. I believe it's a little cheaper now, but PC I believe it's like around $30, $35 you could get it for. But some people, that's expensive for them, and a lot of people were saying, Abel, hey, if this was a standalone title, they were saying this in my stream, I would buy it. If it was standalone for like 15, 20 bucks, I would buy it. And I was like, yeah, that's reasonable. But we have a problem now. This is too late. And then on the PC side of things, is the community going to support it? I mean, you guys were rocking out with me in stream, which I appreciate. And make sure you check out my links down below and join me on my streams. Please do. You guys were rocking out with me, but it doesn't mean the rest of the world will. You know what I mean? This game could be out that week and close that same week, man. People just might be disinterested. It's that simple. You understand? And Destiny's right around the corner, man. Got a lot to go up against. You don't have time for mistakes, but Ubisoft made a big one here. Launching this game without the PvP portion. And it's sad because this game is actually fun to play. And that is the worst scenario you could be in. That is the worst scenario to be in. When you actually have something that's pretty good and gamers just aren't playing. Ask Lawbreakers. It's tough. It's a tough spot to be in. So how are we going to roll with this? How are we going to do this? How are we going to get this done? Is this going to survive on PC or is it going to just melt away? Heck, is it going to survive on console at 30 frames per second, I believe. I believe somebody told me it's 30 frames per second on console. Okay. Let's see, man. Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. I need your honest thoughts and opinions. And yeah, that's all I have for today, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Give it a like and I will catch you on the next one. And remember, if it ain't green, it ain't me. Have a great day, guys. Peace.